This is the Schmo with the Pro. He's 29-4-1. He's the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. He's the current ranked number 2 UFC light heavyweight in the world. He's the human samurai, BJP, Jiri Prochazka in the flesh, Las Vegas, Nevada. How we doing?
Great. I'm great. Everything's going well. Ready for the next week. So everything is great.
UFC 300, you're here getting acclimated early. Why is it important for you to be soaking up some sunlight while getting an interview with the Schmo?
Because it have to be shiny. You have to be shiny and ready to make a show.
Well, you're always shining unless you isolate yourself in the darkness. We're not doing that anytime soon, yeah?
Not that for that. This preparation was not about. There was no time for that, and I want you to do that again after fight. But it's the best to do that after fight because there is a lot of people rushing around you, and after fight is the best. Before the fight, there is a time for work, just for work, focus for win the battle. That's all.
They have you on the prelims. The last time you were on the prelims, it was your UFC debut. You got a $50,000 bonus in that victory. A good omen for this fight, yes?
Yeah, that's right. And I'm taking that like this is my new start. This is my new start. So for me, it doesn't matter if I'm on the prelims or in the main event. My fight is every time the main event because I'm giving the show. I'm making the fight, and doesn't matter who's my opponent, and if it's the main event or title fight or whatever. For me, is my fight every time the title fight, the main event. So that's why.
Never a boring fight with you, always action-packed. But talk to the Schmo for a second. UFC 295, Madison Square Garden. It was the first time that you lost in 8 years. How did you get your head around the winning ways and get all this momentum so you don't taste any defeat in your victorious Saturday against Rakic?
That last loss against Pereira, was for me a big learn. Like every time. All my mistakes is for me just the learning because that's the way. You can be only positive. You can take it only positively because long time I didn't feel that feeling, and it remembered me why I want to win and how much I want to win and why I want to win. So right now is time to prove that, and I'm happy to be back in this like fast time, yeah. And just I want to prove that.
Do you feel like you have to win impressively in order to get the title shot next?
I believe after that last fight, after that early end of the fight. So if I will win next week, and I hope and believe I'm able to win, to handle that fight, I deserve the title shot. So let's go for that.
And regardless if Pereira is still the champion or not, because of the way things ended, do you feel like you have to run it back to feel satisfied for your career?
From one angle of me, I see that like I like to fight him. I like to fight Pereira next, but it depends. It depends if he win. Doesn't matter. I'm like last time. For me, it's not too important to get the title back, but I want to prove that the next step of the mastery on my way, That's all. That's all about the performance, about to show the best performance every time, and about the joy from fighting. Yeah,
What does that joy feel like you get from fighting?
man, it's pure happiness. It's a pure happiness from movement, from that you are alive. You feel your body. You feel the sunshine. That's all.
Nice and warm sunshine.
And that's the warm sunshine. Yeah.
When did you realize that this was your calling? That this is what made you the most fulfilled and happy?
Man, you have to feel that it's from my childhood. Yeah. Since I had a first, not a street fight, like fighting in a martial arts organized fight. Yeah. That I felt like that's my destiny. That's my destiny, and it's not about like the hurting people, but about the movement, about the rule, my body, spirit, and mind, and about then the rule the opponent.
And when you study martial arts and you look at the UFC, are there any favorite fighters that you have to watch when they perform inside the octagon?
What do you mean, like from the past or right now in?
Mix of both. Who do you like to watch?
Ooh. Like I spoke many times. I like to see the true guy who's the master in his field. So one of them, the former champion Lyoto Machida, was the karate champion, and there is a many guys. John Jones, and he did that very well with the passion. McGregor, yeah. Everybody who's fully interested in MMA, in the fighting, who's there with who do that with the full heart.
And you're not afraid to travel around the world to get the most training and to identify your inner self. Where's your favorite destination to train?
Ooh. I traveled many times to Japan because I fought there. And I think Japan, Thailand, or something like that. Yeah, maybe the Thailand is great because my roots is in a Thai boxing, but I want to visit the Japan again.
Two high-level fighters on your fight card. There's a BMF title. It's Justin Gaethje. It's Max Holloway. Two guys you can argue have mastered their craft. When you look at those two competing, what do you think is going to be the X factor for the person who has their hand raised?
What you mean?
What's going to be the most important reason why someone gets their hand raised in the Holloway versus Gaethje fight?
Oh, Holloway. So Holloway is in my management team, the same management team.
Yeah, we only have great things to say about him, though.
Yeah. And he's a good guy, and Gaethje is the good guy too. They are both good guys. So let the better win.
Right.
Yeah.
So the X factor, like, what do you think would be the deciding factor for why someone would win that fight? Do you think like someone's going to get a clean shot and knock someone out? You think they would win it on the points?
I understand. Yeah. Now I understand. So, man, in their fight, that will be about precision, because they are both like many shots. They know how to survive the hard moments, both of them, because they are warriors. But I think that will be about the precise punches. Yeah.
Your opponent Rakic, nearly 2 years since he's competed because of his injury, and then he lost to Blachowicz. Do you think that weighs anything in his mind, maybe having some ring rust inside the competition?
Doesn't matter for me. Doesn't matter if he had a long break or whatever. I'm prepared. I prepared myself for the best version of himself, and I want to prove that I'm better than whoever.
So the Schmo saw your message. I'm coming. We know you're coming, but that's in the past. What's the message for this fight against Rakic, UFC 300, biggest fight card to date in UFC history?
I'm coming. No, now it's about I'm back. Just simply like Terminator. I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah,
That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's back.
I am.
And can we get a final message for all the Jiri Prochazka fans out there worldwide? The human samurai, wax on, wax off.
What's that?
It's a good saying. Karate, wax on, wax off. Mr. Miyagi,
Okay.
it's a good saying.
Okay.
You friends? No, what's your final message?
What's my final message? Okay. Sorry. Watch the UFC 300. I'll be there. My fight will be the main event. No, I'm just joking. My fight is the every time main event, and I will prove that I am ready to win every time.
He's the pro. I'm the Schmo. We got to get the Schmo a towel. We're schwitzing out here. We're out.
Let's go!